For a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he
Tank,
has his big
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here.
Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring. I'm really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you about sparring. So what? No cap. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of shit? So what? So what? What was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro. I do not need you, bro. I don't. If you want to fight me, send me a contract. But if you don't, I'm gonna be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm gonna make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted. Like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude. Little dwarf, Oopa Loopa.
What happens when a legendary trainer and former mentor seems to support the opponent instead of the fighter he once helped build? That unexpected twist has become one of the biggest talking points in boxing. Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated icon who previously played a major role in Gervonta Tank Davis's career, has drawn widespread attention after indicating that Tank may want to think twice before going through with a potential fight against the fast-rising Keyshawn Davis. So, why did Mayweather choose to get involved? That's the question everyone is asking. According to reports, Floyd has been spending time working with Keyshawn during training sessions, giving him a close look at the young contender's development. After observing what Keyshawn has been showing inside the gym, Mayweather reportedly came away convinced that this is a far more dangerous matchup than many people have been giving it credit for.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that he got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that his coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So go fight from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
This has become much more than a typical rivalry inside the ring. At the center of the story are changing loyalties, growing trust, and the rapid rise of a gifted young contender developing under Floyd Mayweather's guidance. Meanwhile, Gervonta Tank Davis, the fighter who once trained under Mayweather, now finds himself preparing to face the very boxer Floyd has been helping improve. With emotions running high and the stakes continuing to rise, this is no longer just another potential fight. It's a story filled with personal history, shifting alliances, and a matchup that could reshape the current boxing landscape. Stay with us, because this brewing showdown is gaining momentum, and the tension is only expected to grow from here.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
Keyshawn Davis has been on boxing fans' radar ever since his impressive Olympic run. Following his silver medal performance, he transitioned into the professional scene, carrying the reputation of a top-tier prospect. Since turning pro, he has consistently displayed sharp hand speed, accurate punching, and a complete all-around style, establishing himself as one of the sport's brightest young talents, while steadily climbing through the rankings.
You are good. You are real good. But there's levels to this game, Keyshawn.
Okay, we gonna talk about levels. Okay, just know it's level.
Keyshawn's impressive climb has accelerated even further since joining forces with Floyd Mayweather. Working under the guidance of one of boxing's all-time greats goes well beyond sharpening physical skills or polishing technique. It also involves learning the mental discipline, tactical awareness, and ring IQ that defined Mayweather's legendary career. Those qualities have played a significant role in Keyshawn's steady development, helping him mature into an even more complete and confident professional fighter.
I had a chance to be around Floyd Mayweather. He be calling me now, he be texting me now. His whole last camp, I was in Floyd's gym. He closing down the gym for me. I'm working pads with him. He working pads with me and my brother Kelvin. Me and Kelvin sparring in front of Floyd. Like, he coaching us. Like, now it's like, damn, Shakur, Terrence, and Floyd now. So, man, I honestly think that's God. Like, if you really look at it, what professional fighters out here just have a strong circle as strong as like ours. Like, you got the best prospect. Then you got Shakur. Then you got Terrence Crawford. And then outside of our circle, we got Floyd Mayweather also tapping in with us. You know what I mean? Like, our circle is really crazy. It's really crazy, and it shows to where when we fight, it's always our opponents. It's like it's never a close fight. Even with Terrence, it's never a close fight.
Not long ago, clips from Keyshawn Davis's training sessions started spreading across social media, giving boxing fans a first-hand look at his work alongside Floyd Mayweather. The footage revealed much more than an ordinary workout. His lightning-fast hands were impossible to ignore. His combinations were delivered with outstanding accuracy, and his defensive skills allowed him to avoid shots with impressive consistency. It became obvious that these sessions were about more than preparing for the next fight. They highlighted a fighter who was rapidly evolving into a legitimate threat to every top contender in the division, including Gervonta "Tank" Davis. The focus now turns to Floyd "Money" Mayweather. For many years, he was a key figure in Gervonta "Tank" Davis's rise through the sport, helping guide his development and playing an important part in his climb to championship status, while continuing to build his own legacy as an undefeated boxing legend. But Floyd has never been one to follow a predictable course, and over time, his relationship with Tank has grown noticeably more complex. The strong partnership that once defined their success no longer seems as unshakable as it did in the past.
That's how he feels. If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean,
I'm not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
Mm-hmm.
Following those training sessions, Floyd Mayweather reportedly went beyond offering compliments about Keyshawn Davis's performance. Reports claim he reached out to Gervonta "Tank" Davis's team with a direct piece of advice: avoid taking this fight. After seeing Keyshawn's progress up close in the gym, Mayweather was said to be convinced that the young contender was developing at an exceptional rate, exceeding what many observers had anticipated. Because of that rapid improvement, Floyd reportedly believed that stepping into the ring with Keyshawn could present one of the toughest and most dangerous challenges Tank had faced.
The energy he coming with, he can't do all them shenanigans and all that he be doing with other people. He can't do that to me.
But I'm just saying, Key, listen.
What makes this situation especially significant is that Floyd Mayweather has had a close view of Keyshawn Davis's development. Through extensive time spent together in training, he has helped sharpen Keyshawn's skills while witnessing his improvement firsthand at every stage. That firsthand experience has given Floyd a deep understanding of how far Keyshawn has progressed and the level of talent, confidence, and ability he now brings into every fight.
Though that Keyshawn Davis is ready to step into the ring with one of those guys and fight for a world title?
Truth be told, Brian, I literally just got off the phone. I just hung up the phone with Shakur saying I gotta do an interview with you, and I'm like, cool, what you think? Like, because I'm a person that...
When Floyd Mayweather speaks about Keyshawn Davis as a legitimate danger in the division, his words naturally attract attention. Having worked closely with Keyshawn, he has witnessed the fighter's growth firsthand and understands just how much his overall game has evolved. That is why his reported recommendation for Gervonta "Tank" Davis to steer clear of this matchup has generated so much discussion. Rather than being dismissed as a passing opinion, it is seen as the assessment of someone who played a major role in Tank's rise and possesses decades of experience at the highest level of boxing.
Kid came up to me when he was a kid. wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter."
To understand why Floyd Mayweather has become involved in this situation, it's important to revisit his long-standing relationship with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Friction between the two began after Tank decided to part ways with Mayweather Promotions and manage his career on his own terms. Seeking greater control over his future, Tank chose to make his own business and boxing decisions. Floyd, however, has often been viewed as someone who doesn't easily embrace those who leave his circle. That split became the turning point that led to the growing distance between them.
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
From that point forward, their relationship has remained anything but smooth. Exchanges through interviews, indirect remarks, and ongoing speculation have continued to fuel the sense of disagreement between them. Despite the years that have passed, the strain between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta "Tank" Davis has never completely faded, leaving the impression that the issues separating them remain unresolved.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go.
Given everything that has happened between them, Floyd Mayweather's decision to back Keyshawn Davis, a rising contender who could one day threaten Tank's place among the division's elite, adds another layer to the story. For many fans, Floyd's actions seem to send a strong message without saying much at all. Even so, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has never earned his reputation by backing away from tough opponents. Whenever his pride, legacy, or status in boxing is on the line, Tank has consistently shown that he would rather face the challenge head-on than avoid it. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has built his career on taking on difficult tests, and reports of Floyd Mayweather's warning are unlikely to alter that mindset. If anything, they may give him even more determination to silence the doubts. Over the years, Tank has repeatedly responded to criticism in the ring, defeating opponents who believed they had the skills to beat him. That willingness to prove himself against every challenge has been a defining part of his journey to the top of the boxing world.
Floyd left Bob Arum. It's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own.
Choosing not to take this fight could have a major impact on Gervonta "Tank" Davis's reputation, and he is well aware of that possibility. Many fans would likely question the move, while other fighters would almost certainly argue that he passed on a legitimate challenge. For Tank, this potential matchup is about far more than simply sharing the ring with Keyshawn Davis. It represents a chance to remind the boxing world, and possibly Floyd Mayweather as well, that he remains one of the division's premier fighters and deserves his place among the very best.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
At the same time, the challenge presented by this fight cannot be underestimated. Keyshawn Davis has proven that he is far more than just another rising contender, and his time working with Floyd Mayweather has only accelerated his development. If Gervonta Tank Davis overlooks just how much Keyshawn has evolved, he could find himself facing the toughest and most demanding opponent of his professional career.
I want to fight him, bro, because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. He makes shit look good. He makes shit look better than what it is.
The training footage that generated so much attention is worth examining more closely. In the video, Keyshawn Davis shares the ring with a skilled sparring partner, yet he appears to stay in control throughout the session. His footwork is crisp and composed, allowing him to create effective angles while avoiding unnecessary exchanges. Every combination is thrown with precision and intent, making it clear that he isn't just going through another workout. Instead, the footage highlights the high level his overall game has reached and the steady progress he has made as a fighter. This possible showdown carries far greater significance than simply determining who wins inside the ring. It also brings larger themes into focus, including legacy, mentorship, and the sport's changing balance of power. For Floyd Mayweather, the fight would be another opportunity to demonstrate that his eye for identifying and developing world-class talent remains as sharp as ever. For Gervonta Tank Davis, it represents a chance to reinforce his position among boxing's elite and remind both fans and critics why he is still regarded as one of the sport's biggest names.
Dude, see what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
And for Keyshawn, this is the fight that could change everything.
I'm not chasing UT or Fimo. Who else?
For Keyshawn Davis, this matchup has the potential to become the most important fight of his professional career. He has consistently expressed his desire to compete against the biggest names in the sport, and a win over Gervonta Tank Davis would dramatically raise his profile. A victory on that stage could establish him among boxing's top stars and fast-track his rise to elite status. At the same time, the task ahead would be anything but easy. Tank remains one of the sport's most accomplished and dangerous fighters, with a proven record against high-level opposition. Even with Floyd Mayweather's guidance and preparation, Keyshawn would need to produce the best performance of his career to secure a statement victory and take the next major step in his journey.
Apparently he's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn
Davis.
That's him right there.
Ooh. No, I thought he was.
Ooh. There we go right here.
The rivalry reportedly became even more personal for Gervonta "Tank" Davis as the storyline developed. According to those reports, Keyshawn Davis's trash talk extended beyond his opponent and included references to members of Tank's family, including his mother and brother. While heated exchanges are nothing unusual in boxing, many believe that involving family members takes the rivalry to a different level. Those reported comments are said to have deeply affected Tank, adding another layer of emotion to the situation and giving him even greater motivation if the two eventually meet in the ring.
World title, but also we gonna come back to Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3, but world title is definitely gonna be next 2025. We got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis's brother was reportedly one of the first members of the family to respond after comments attributed to Keyshawn Davis surfaced. Instead of remaining quiet, he chose to speak publicly and give his perspective on the situation. His response added another chapter to the growing controversy, offering his thoughts on the reported remarks and the increasingly personal nature of the rivalry.
Opportunity. I mean, Tank has been tweeting about him today.
What did Tank say?
I mean, you want me to verbatim? I mean, I can give the clean version.
Let me know, because I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all right, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little N fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie. Tank gonna say what he gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead and punish this guy on Friday, you know what I'm saying? Then whatever Tank come across, we gonna punish him too, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same shit.
The connection between these two fighters started long before the current tension surrounding them. At one point, they trained together and shared time inside the gym before their relationship shifted toward becoming potential opponents. There was even a period when Keyshawn Davis publicly expressed admiration and respect for Gervonta "Tank" Davis. However, that earlier appreciation has now transformed into a heated rivalry that has captured major attention throughout the boxing world.
Chance to work with Gervonta out here. What was that experience like? Anything you could share?
The experience was great, and what's crazy about that is this time around, it was like, all right, we older now. There's more skills involved. It's like, all right, now let's see how it's gonna go this time. And when I got in the ring, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised me with how much defense he really had. You know, of course, I was looking out for the power of, like, off the rip. I was looking out for his power. But when I started, like, when I was attacking and trying to set stuff up, like, he got like good upper body movement, and he got some good legs when he used them. So he surprised me with his defense. But it was a very technical fight. Technical sparring match. And I definitely learned that, like I said, his defense. Like, I definitely learned that he got some great defense, and it's not really easy to hit this guy. And I had to work to get to him. But overall, it was great sparring, and we respected it.
As things currently stand, the fight is still moving forward as planned. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has shown no signs of backing out, while Keyshawn Davis remains focused on preparing for what could be the biggest opportunity of his career so far. With the stakes continuing to rise, excitement around the potential matchup is building, and the ongoing situation between Floyd Mayweather and Tank adds even more intrigue to an already highly discussed fight.
I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude, little dwarf, oopaloo.
As discussions surrounding this potential fight continue to increase, a growing number of fans and analysts are starting to see Keyshawn Davis as a legitimate candidate to defeat Gervonta "Tank" Davis. The progress he has shown and the improvements made in his recent development have convinced many that he has the tools needed to give Tank a serious challenge. Some believe Keyshawn could have what it takes to create one of the most unexpected upsets the division has seen.
Type of performance as a rising star in boxing.
Where you at, Tank? Where you at? Where you at, Tank? That's what was my thoughts. I mean, the call out too after the performance. Come on, man. Look, man. Keyshawn showed. Look, this is what I've been waiting on from Keyshawn, man. Keyshawn has been kind of hot and cold. He finally put it together, man. He got his mental right. His team is right. His skill is on fire, on point, man. And he did it under these circumstances and this pressure. Behind this crowd, man, that dude is a star, bro. Seriously, man. All that weight on his back, bro, he put it down. He was even dealing with his brothers, man. His brothers, his sisters singing the national anthem. It was a family affair, bro.
He said his sister had a car crash too prior to today too.
Fire, man. Newborn child as well, man, and he was able to manage.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed this boxing breakdown, make sure to support the channel by leaving a like, subscribing, and enabling notifications so you never miss our latest fight updates and boxing stories. Share your thoughts on this situation in the comments section below. We want to know your take. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.